Hello everyone, welcome to the Mathematical Flash. This is Shibam here, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can solve these kind of problems in less than 5 seconds. Now, before we begin, if you haven't watched the previous part of this video, then please check the description for the link and go and watch the previous video first before coming to this video for better understanding. Okay, so let's get started. Here we have 9999 times 47. Okay. In my previous video, I discussed the case where the number of 9s in the left hand side were equal to the number of digits we had in the right hand side. I mean, that is, if we have 5 digits in the right hand side, we had 5 9s in the left hand side. If we had 7 digits in the right hand side, we had 7 9s in the left hand side. So this case is a little different from the other cases. That is, this is a new type of case because we have 4 9s here, but we have 2 digits here. To solve this kind of problems, we need two approaches. The first approach is we need to change the look of the number. Now, what do I mean by changing the look? That is, after all, we are not doing makeup to this number. Okay, so you see, what I really mean by changing the look of the number is, this is a 2-digit number we have, 47, we all know it. If we add a 0 before this, we get a 3-digit number. If we add 2 zeros before it, we get a 4-digit. If we add 3 zeros before it, we get a 5-digit. And if we keep on adding zeros, we get an infinite number of digits. Okay, so the same goes for here. 5 is a single digit. If we have a 0 here, we get a 2-digit, double 0, 3-digit, 3 zeros makes it 4-digit, and as it goes on and on to infinity. So this is changing the look of number. That is, we are not changing the value, we are just changing the number of digits in the number. Okay, so you see, now you will understand what this changing the look means. So let's get started with this stuff. We have 47 here, a 2-digit number. In order to use these 4 9s, we need to have here 4 digits in the right hand side so that we can solve this problem. But unfortunately, we have just 2 digits here. Now, we just can add 2 more zeros here to make it a 4-digit number. Now, if you see, we have 4-digit number on the right hand side as well as 4 9s in the left hand side. That is, this is the first case which we discussed in our previous video. What we did is just subtract 1 from the number. We get 0046. And for the second law, that is, this law was by 1 less than 1 before, and this law is all from 9 and last from 10. See, this is what I mean by watching my previous video. If you watch my previous video, you will understand all these laws. Okay, so please go and watch the previous video first before coming to this video. So all we did here was to put a 10 above the last digit and put 9s above the preceding digits. Put a negative sign, and that's just normal subtraction. We have 2 9s, we have a 5, we have 3. So that's it. For our final answer, we need to combine this part with this part. That is, we have 0046 9953. And for the final answer, just cancel the zeros before the number because it doesn't make any sense. Okay? So this is our final answer. This is approach number 1 to solve this kind of problems. That is, the general approach is, if we have here, 7 9s in the left hand side, so we get 7 9s, and if we have a 3-digit number in the right hand side, we need to make this 3-digit number look like a 7-digit number. That is by adding zeros. We have 473 here, we just need to add 4 zeros before each, so that it becomes a 7-digit number. Now we just return to our first case. We have 7 digits here, we have 7 digits in the left hand side also. Just use these 2 laws and we are done. Okay, so this was the approach number 1 to solve this kind of problems. That is changing the look of the number. That is just changing the number of digits. Okay, so now let's go back to the second approach. In our first approach, we changed the look of number, but in this approach, we don't need to change anything at all. Okay, we need to use the concept as extra 9s. Now, what are extra 9s? Let me show you an example. if we have here 5 nines and we have 3 digits here, okay, to solve this kind of problems, if we had 2 nines just less here, that is, if we had this case, that is, we had 3 nines here and 3 digits here, we could have solved this problem very easily, like our first video. Okay, but the problem is here, we have 2 extra nines. These are known as extra nines. The nines which stop us from solving the problem using our first case are these extra nines. Wow, what a definition. So, these are known as the extra nines. In other words, the number of digits you have on the right hand side are the number of nines you have to keep on the left hand side, and other nines are gonna be the extra nines. That is, if we have here for an example a 5-digit number, and if we have 8 nines here, okay, number of digits of right hand side, we have 5 digits here, okay, that's just a digit, number of digits, it's not a number, okay. We have 8 nines here, okay. This condition should be satisfied, that is, number of digits should be equal to number of nines, okay. So we should have 5 nines here, the rest nines are our extra nines, that is, we have 3 extra nines here. In other words, the number of digits you have in the right hand side, you will keep those number of nines on the left hand side, and the other nines will be our extra nines, okay. I hope you understood the concept of extra nines. Now let's get back to the problem. Here we have a 2-digit number in the right hand side, so we should use 2 nines. The rest nines are our extra nines, okay. So let's start the video. Let's start the problem. We have to solve, we have to use the first law, that is 1 less than 1 before 46, and the second law, that is all from 9 and last from 10. You need to write 10 over the last digit and 9 over the previous digit. And put a subtraction sign and just normally subtract. We get a 3, we get a 5. That's it. Now for the final part of our answer, write this one first, put a slash, and then put those extra nines which we picked out in the very beginning. These are the extra nines. We have 2 extra nines here. We put these 2 extra nines here, and after another slash, put this number. And for the final part, remove the slashes, or you can not use slashes at all. Okay. We have this as our final answer, 469953. This was the answer which we got from approach number 1, and this is the same answer we are getting from approach number 2. And that is because my calculation was correct in both of the methods. If your calculation is wrong, or if you have a silly mistake in between, you're not going to be getting the same answers. Okay? Now, it's up to you which method you want to use. You can use the first method, that is changing the look of the number, or you can use this method, that is extra nines. Okay? So, that's it for today. I hope you learned something from this video, and thank you for watching.